There it is, all cooled down, somewhat straight and ready to be cut. So the first thing you got to do is get a measurement on this. So yeah, I'd say we're about 30 inches of, well, like 30 and a half usable. So the ends are usually always jacked up. I couldn't tell you why, but I've never had good ends. So I'm just looking at these delaminations around here, and we're kind of right there on that corner, there on that corner, there. So I'm thinking this one right here is going to be as close as we can get there. And the other side, kind of right there. It's hard to tell on this end, but probably right there. And this side's pretty good. So I'm going to go about right here. But I'm going to mark that on the other side. So we have the lines on the same side. So we're almost 31 inches. So I'm going to say 30 3/4. So here's the beauty of it. 30.75 divided by 8 equals 3.8. So we need to cut this into almost 4-inch lengths because I want to get 8 of these just to get more design. So I'll just go a little over 3.75 all the way down. We have to take into consideration the kerf of whatever blade we're cutting with. But shouldn't be too much. So, and of course this doesn't have to be exact because it just doesn't. Or for some people it does need to be exact. And I understand that. Not judging here. Oh, look at that. Almost perfect, but not quite. Yep, that guy's going to be just a hair longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end off, and then I'm going to cut every other one, and then that way I can surface grind a longer piece, and then I'll just cut those guys in half. Four sections are cut. So now Need to hop on to the surface grinder. I got these all nice and pretty with the 36 grit. I'm just gonna run across these with an 80 grit. Okay, there's 4 bars cleaned up pretty well. There's one of these right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there, there's one little D-lam. And because I only have 1 bar with 1 little D-lam, I'll just make sure this is on the outside. It's possible it'll close up during the forge welding, but if not, no big deal. It'll be right on the outside of the blade, and it'll probably just disappear. So what I've got to do now, I've got to split all these in half, and then I have to clean up the ends on these so I can see the pattern, so I can line the patterns up and then weld it together. Let's see, so what is that? 7 3 5/8 would be half, something like that. 3 5/8. Check my math. No, I am so wrong. What did I? Let's try this one more time. 7 1/2. Oh, 7 3/4. So that's 3 1/2 plus 3/8. So 3 7/8 is what that's supposed to be. So 3 7/8. Now let's check it. 3 7/8. Now I gotta cut all these. Okay, there's 8. All roughly the same size. And then I'm going to go over to the grinder really quick and clean these up, and then I'm going to put this in the ferric so I can reveal some patterns in here. Got those cleaned up. I'm just going to dip it in the ferric here really quick and reveal a little bit of pattern. And man, those are almost set up where they need to be. Well, not all of them. There's some out of place. But anyway, should be able to see that pattern a little bit. I'm going to wipe that off, loosen these up, and see if I can line these up a little bit. So as you can see, hopefully, we've got a zigzag, or not a zigzag, just a curve around here. And then you can see that up in this area, there's more black. Kind of worried about here because it looks like we may have ground off the black, which would kind of suck, but still be all right. I need to find that one that I had the delamination. Just not that one. So those two can go together. And it's not that one. So, is that right? Yep, that one can go there. And it's not that one. So that one can go there. And it's not that one either. So that one can go there. And there it is. That's the one that's got to go on the end. So scoot that one over to go there. That one can go there. And then that one, man, that's perfect. So got the delam on the back here. These are all lined up where they need to be. So I'm going to line these back up. Clamp them down again. And weld this up. Alright, those are welded together. And then here we are, right back to where we were this morning, back into the kerosene. So typically you just have to put this in here, let it soak for a second, and it's good to go. But it's going to soak overnight for me because it's quitting time for the day. All right, day 2. Ready to fire up the forge and get that heated up. Okay, 15 minutes-ish. So it looks like this thing is up to heat, but there's a little bit of an issue here. It looks like one of my welds wasn't quite welded up as well as it should have been. So I have a big old gap, and I'm really hoping I can get this out of here quick enough and into the press before anything really bad happens with this. So, wish me luck. You can see that right on the top there. We'll clean this up and we'll throw it back in there. Hopefully that welded. I'm going to throw a little bit of flux on it just in case. Maybe. I don't want to use flux, but on occasion it's necessary. I'm going to give this thing quite a few welding presses because I really don't want that one layer to fail. looks like it's pretty solid. So I'll take one more run and then start hitting the sides. So I'll take one more run pressing down and then I'll start hitting the sides. I think we might be good. Okay, so this heat should tell me if that layer welded. Looks like we're good here. Basically just have a cold shut right there now, which is no big deal. Got a long way to go to get to 1.5 inches. All right, grab another heat. All right, here we go. Next heat, still drawing here. We are a little bit skewed, but that's okay. We're gonna put these in squaring dies. Okay, pretty much where we want to be. We'll do another heat, put the squaring dies on. We're ready to twist this again, or reshape the pattern inside. So basically all I'm going to be doing with the squaring dies is we're gonna turn, after I do this, we're gonna turn the flat areas, what are the currently the flat areas, into, I'm gonna heat up one more time, we're gonna turn the flat areas into the corners of the square. It's that time of day where the sun's out again. All right, so let's fix this up here. Press, it's a little more powerful. But anyway, you can see we're transforming this guy. Okay, so between the rounding dies, the squaring dies, and the flat dies, I was able to get this turned in to a pretty even and square billet. And it looks like that layer forged up just fine. You can see on the end here that we got a nice twisty pattern from when we changed the direction of this billet. So let's let it cool, and I'm gonna cut the end off of this thing and we'll see what the pattern looks like. Okay, let's pop this in some ferric for a minute. All right, let's see what we've got here. Can it be seen? That actually looks, I don't know, pretty good. And it's really good for a just a basic mosaic pattern, I think. So anyway, I mean, now I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Do I want to, so I'm going to tile it, but do I want to put, one on each side, like make a, 2 wide and then however many long, or I don't know. We'll have to see how this fits together. But anyway, we should be good here. Hopefully this has helped. And as always, thanks a ton for joining me. This channel is really making progress, and I actually owe it all to you guys. So I appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.